Glad to have you with us from the state capital of Alabama, Montgomery, as we're excited to be here to see a couple of teams getting ready for a showdown to see who can come home as champions of the Camellia Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Georgia Southern in a hurry. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Coming after it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wants to throw. It's not. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game, David.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Stopped after making the catch. After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback on the keeper. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of...
Can anyone catch him? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Good shit, Sherman.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And you got man-to-man coverage and running that curl route, the ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Eagles want to pick up the tempo.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
Time to take a shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Turns it loose deep.
No way, guys.
It's complete. A huge pickup.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
What a nifty one there to pick up the first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats.
Partnering with this guy who's having a beer already, which I appreciate.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Can you repeat, please?
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Back to pass, it's Cano. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Running through contact. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see.
No way I got called for that shit on my guy. Bullshit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Oh my God.
In the middle. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Now it's a 2-possession game, maybe a 2-point conversion needed in there. Down by 15 as they're about to kick it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30.
Don't jump, man.
A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, they came to get to you.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to barge their way in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No, you got to be aggressive here, because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire field.
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
Finds his big tight end. And he will score! Touchdown, Arkansas State!
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The give to the back.
Jesus, guys.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big pack. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll try it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds the tight end.
He didn't clear it like I thought he would.
Rising up and stopping him short on fourth down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a man. It's Cano. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Wants to throw on second down. And
Really,
it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Fucking hell, guys.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off play action on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Eagles moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. He's got an open man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. The throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the lone running back. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Cano. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Wolves. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On third down, going up top. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. A first half spent in lovely Montgomery, Alabama. And in many ways, this Camellia Bowl has lived up to expectations.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options are on the table.
Oh boy, please.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Lets it fly on the move. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing pressure in his face.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the screen. Fakes his man out. Oh, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. And the Red Wolves look to do some damage in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient. And when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Balls and fired complete. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again.
Sadly, yeah.
This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would...
I've got a different guy coming in, though. That's going to be insane.
And the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Very much in the Cory mold.
Out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17.
Less cool of a name, though.
To the ground with the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. The defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to throw, it's Knox. Quarterback adapted. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Let's go.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give from the gun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Red Wolves have their offense in high gear. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the route is on. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Knox. He makes the catch. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They want to just keep throwing it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They want that clock to run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
The Red Wolves will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Complete to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.